If there was one earthly way I would love to be measured, it was how well I served, how well I led. We as leaders are full of flaws, we're full of imperfections, we're full of humanness, we're full of mistakes, we're full of all those things that make us who we are. We're also full of grace, we're also full of resiliency, we're also full of courage, we're also full of peace, we're also full of hope, and all these things that inspire us and make us bigger and better. Enjoy the times of calmness, right? Life is a seasons of peaks and valleys. Enjoy those valleys. Enjoy the times. To me, I think of times in my life where things were pretty smooth. You know, weeks and months passed, and it was pretty calm. I could focus on work and family and faith and all those things. Not in that order, of course, but could really just focus on just kind of smooth sailing. Those are good times. We know, though, as leaders, we are going to be judged based on how we dealt with adversity, how we dealt with times of trial and struggle. To me, when you study history, it's so empowering. It's so motivating to see how some of the greatest leaders, the people that are most remembered and revered, are the ones that dealt with the most struggle. You think of Abe Lincoln, you think of Winston Churchill, you think of all these different great leaders that went through times of trial, but they triumphed. They were able to overcome. They were able to be better and impact humanity in a good way and not be set back by their tragedies. My heroes in my life are my 7-year-old twin boys. I'll always remember the time, 5 months ago, I got the call. One of my twins, Van, the 3 words were, "Van has leukemia." My son had just been diagnosed with leukemia. And as a dad, as a leader, as a human, we all think of how we respond in times like this. Those little boys, to see Van's courage, to see his hope, to see his consistency and his peace and his acceptance, it helps me know that humans innately have that within them. To see his brother, who has put aside all his stuff, while his brother, all the attention's going to his twin, but his selflessness, to see how he's gone out of his way to serve and help. And he's just been a spirit of hope for his brother. He's been by his side. It's helped him through. This is just the beginning of our journey. But for us, I think whatever the struggles we each have, they're different for each of us. But I always go back to those 4 words. How will I respond? And I know as a leader in a company, as a dad, anything and everything we do, those things will set me apart in the way that I react and respond in those times. The 2 main areas I love to look at. Point number 1 is literally when we wake up, we put on our armor. It's kind of a metaphor for getting ready for life. We all know life is tough. I'm no different or no more unique than anyone that's listening to this. I've got challenges, you've got challenges, we all do. To me, what is going to separate us is, are we ready? Are we capable of handling them? When I wake up in the morning, what am I reading? What am I doing to protect my thoughts? What am I doing to stay peaceful? What am I doing to stay full of hope versus living into bitterness or shame or blame or guilt or worry or anxiety or all those states that cripple me, that cripple people? I've got to put on my armor to be more equipped and to be ready when those things happen so that I can still serve. I can still be a great dad. I can still be a great spouse. I can still be the person I'm supposed to be. The second area I look at with this is we've got to practice it. This is, to me, resiliency and these kind of things, it's a muscle. It's something that has to be exercised and cultivated to be better. There's a poem I love. I've read it so many times in the last 15 years, and I want to read it. It's called "Who Am I?" And the word at the end, to me, stands out quite largely. Who am I? I am your constant companion. I'm your greatest helper or your heaviest burden. I will push you onward, or I'll drag you down to failure. I'm completely at your command. Half the things you do, just turn them over to me. I'll do them quickly and correctly. I'm easily managed. You must merely be firm with me. Show me exactly how you want something done, and after a few lessons, I'll do it automatically. I'm the servant of all great people, and alas, of all failures as well. Those who are great, I have made great. Those who are failures, I have made failures. You may run me for profit or run me for ruin. It makes no difference to me. Take me, train me, be firm with me, and I will place the world at your feet. Be easy with me, and I will destroy you. Who am I? The word is habit. When I say practice it, this is something that is part of us. It becomes us. We are our habits. There's many, many, many quotes on this where we literally live into the habits that are us. when I have conditioned my response to be one of peace and one of meaning and one of acceptance, I'm able to take bad news, I'm able to take conflict, I'm able to take challenges and filter them with a lens of perspective. I'm able to take it in and receive it and be okay with it. Doesn't mean we don't struggle or we don't have emotions or times of anger or fear, all those kind of things. Of course we do. But it helps you rise above those. If we can apply those two traits, then we'll respond like a great and effective leader should. There's a quote I love, and it goes like this: "The devil whispered in my ear, 'You're not strong enough to withstand the storm.' I whispered in the devil's ear, 'I am the storm.'"